remind you that this particular hour is sponsored by the Monte Vista Chamber of Commerce. Of course, they can be reached at montevistachamber.org. You can email them chamber@montevistachamber.org. Or call them 719-852-2731. They are located at 947 First Avenue right here in Monte Vista. Obviously, right now, nobody's manning the office, but certainly you can call and email, reach out to them, and they will be glad to talk to you.
We love our Monte Vista Chamber of Commerce. They are so supportive of local businesses, local people, our town. They just do a phenomenal job. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Monte Vista Chamber of Commerce, the heart of the valley.
And coming up next, we got Big Valley Hobby Town. I'm at in Tammy Abbey, and give me a second, and I will get that part figured out, and we'll bring them online here. So I see Matt there. There you are. Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning, Matt, from Hobby Town in Alamosa.
You're a little loud there, dear.
Well,
there you go. All right, Matt, we apologize. Had a little bit of difficulty. We're still not able to get the Facebook live stream going, but we are on YouTube live this morning. And let me welcome you to our first venture into a live streaming. And you, of course, are Hobby Town there in Alamosa. We appreciate you joining us, sir.
Well, thanks, and we appreciate you having us. It's a really nice morning, and this is a great opportunity. So thank you for putting it together.
Absolutely. Well, tell us what you're doing. I understand even during this time of social distancing and whatnot, you all are still active and busy and making deliveries even?
Yeah, we're making deliveries. We're not, I don't know if I'd call it busy. We're definitely getting kind of low on everybody to respect the needs of social distancing in the program, and also to try and do what we can to continue to help make free time and make quarantine awesome as well. My wife Tammy, who runs the store day to day, is just joined us there. Tammy. So we're doing what we can. Big Valley Hobby Town is located in downtown on Main at 709 Main Street in our new building, which we refurbished this winter and reopened after the first of the year. And their wooden peak deck and the Rialto building, where Lockhart Furniture used to be. And it's a gorgeous building. We did a bunch of refurbishment work ourselves and with the help of local contractors. Not one penny of the work left the valley, or the money left the valley when we were doing the refurbishment. So we're proud of those things. We're here to serve the needs of the kids in the gaming and the hobby community. The objective here is to make free time awesome, and also to provide families and parents an alternative to screen time. Particularly right now, while there's everybody's at home, they're locked up in their rooms, they're focusing on their schoolwork and their activities. Screen time's actually going up. So we're doing everything we can to kind of help offset that, and give the family something to do, alternative to screen time, and also some of the more traditional activities that we enjoyed growing up as well. We have a few things just to kind of touch on it real quick, and then we'll go into in more detail. Things you can do during your COVID lockdown. Kites. Go fly a kite. We have a nice kite selection. We have a spring in the valley, so you've got room to go to do that kind of stuff. Rocketry is affordable and fun, and you get a lot of bang for your buck with rocketry. Puzzles. We have quite a puzzle selection. So you can get to your left. Work with the sunlight. There it goes. Adjusting a little bit. Puzzles are a great in-house family activity when you bring windows up beyond kite level. And you need.
Okay, we've lost your audio there.
we lost your audio. We lost your audio. Got to go back a little bit.
Oh, it's completely frozen up. Oh
Oh
my.
no. Well, it says their bandwidth is low.
Right.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
There you,
Okay.
there you go.
Says your bandwidth is a little low.
Paris there, Adam.
There you are.
We're having some bandwidth issues, obviously. Can you hear us now?
Yes, we can hear you now. We did get a message that your bandwidth was low. So you were talking about your puzzles.
Yeah.
And you had just panned away from your puzzles.
Yep. Puzzles are a good option for families as well during this time. And then plastic models. Of course, the San Luis Valley likes its hot rods and its classic cars. So we have plastic models for that, as well as boats and planes and trains. Games. Games is a classic family activity and family time. So we have a great selection of those, and then artwork and art supplies. And I think probably, since our art area, our art nook is our backdrop for this, I'll probably step aside here for a minute and let Tammy and Nicole, our intrepid camera person, walk us through the art stuff a little bit. Tammy, what have we got in the way of materials for drawing on, base materials, that sort of stuff, and then maybe we go into the pens and pencils.
All right. So my art supplies have been tricky since most of my art companies are in places that are fully locked down and unable to ship. They should be opening again soon, but in the meantime, I've got all sorts of sketchbooks of different types for different mediums. I've got, our gel pens, our colored pencils, calligraphy, and the drawing pens for that kind of thing have been really, really popular, and a good selection of those. Especially love this new calligraphy kit. It's got everything you need right in the box. It's my paints that are getting thin. I usually have this very full, but I have recently found a wonderful little set that is all the $26, which is like the best value I've come across. There are paint brushes, paints. We've got we've got the alcohol paints. That's the basics in the.
Oh, they've dropped out again.
They've dropped out again.
Oh.
Okay, now we're back.
There they are.
You need to unmute them.
Unmute. I got it. And unmute audio. And back to Spotlight.
Okay, you're back.
Yeah.
All right,
There you go.
to lose me. All right.
You were talking about the art supplies maybe 30 seconds ago. But you've got a lot of art supplies, and you do have other things available.
Right. Yep, let's go ahead and just hop really quickly through while we're working. So let's do.
Want to do RC cars?
Yeah, you go ahead and just do a quick.
All right, so quick primer on RC cars. A lot of people think that this is a very expensive hobby, and like all hobbies, once you get into it, you decide how far you want to go. We carry RC cars from Traxxas and Arma, as well as ECX, which is Verizon brand, very well made. We also have a racing series, which is a little bit modified right now because of the COVID-19 lockdown, but we're managing anyway. It's a great outdoor activity. What I like about RC cars is the kids that get involved start learning how to work on things. They, figure out their screwdrivers and how their mechanisms work, and their gears and their wires. So it's good for their brains, and it gets them out of the house as well. We pan on real slow here. We've set up a little display area that has a whole series of per segment. We have telescopes, we have rock tumblers, we have metal detectors, microscopes, and science kits for your learning activities at home while the kids are studying at home. Kites, of course, diamond dots, and all those kinds of things that you can use for a little better family interaction, a little better family time. We have some beginning engineering kits that are wonderful. The Thames and Cosmos brand does an excellent job with learning how to, teaching you how to do coding basics for beginners, and robotic arms and things of that nature. Similar to the good old-fashioned erector, which we also get from time to time, but a little bit more 21st century. Panning around to some of the kite options. Everything from the most basic beginner kite to things that are a little more advanced. My favorite is the shark. I have a great picture of my boy when he was young with the shark kite out in the wind and having a good time.
That is awesome.
All right,
Awesome.
so Nicole, go follow us. Take us down the aisle just really, really quick. We carry Melissa and Doug, which is great for the younger kids.
There we go.
Playmobil. Get kind of quickly down to Radio Shack supplies. If you want to build things out from scratch, we don't carry the TV antennas or any of that. We have the stuff that you make the stuff out of.
Yep, we have the resistors and the capacitors and the electrical fiddly bits, toggle switches and plugs.
We have our paints, another whole aisle of paints. We're doing the model work. We have our plastic models. We passed Bandai just a second ago. Bandai is really popular with the people who don't quite like the plastic cars, but want to assemble things. Their models are fully movable, pretty amazing. We have U-Gears, which are wooden models that have action to them. Some of them wind up and move. Some of them, like the safe, will have a combination lock that you build yourself. It's pretty amazing what you learn while putting these things together.
Wow. That's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, those are kinetic. They have a rubber band mechanism in them that allows that train to be wound up and run down its track. This is a working combination lock. This laser cut plywood. Yep.
That's cool.
This is happens to puzzles
Yeah,
during
a quarantine. Although a lot of our puzzles are in the front window too, so people can see them from the street.
All right, games. Games are a fantastic way to spend your time, to reconnect with your family. We've got games that you can play by yourself. We've got games that you can play with 2 people. My family recently played games with folks who were, we have one gal who lives in Michigan who played with us. We just set up a camera, and so she could see the board, and she told us where to move, and so we were to play long distance. That other game was Codenames, which is an awful lot of fun. I highly suggest it. It's quick to learn, quick to play, and like I said, you can play it long distance as long as somebody can see what's laid out on the board.
That's
Great
incredible.
idea. Great idea.
Great idea. Well, y'all are going to be back this afternoon at 2:45 to show us some more stuff. Fortunately, we got to move on to the next vendor, but amazing what you've got there. Of course, you are, as we had mentioned earlier, doing some deliveries. Just call the store. You guys are on Facebook. You've got a website, bigvalleyhobbytown.com. You can look up the information. And tell me real quick about how you're doing these deliveries.
Sure. What we're doing is just call the store, 937-2570, and talk to Tammy or one of the kids, and we'll take your order over the phone. We can deliver to your house if you're right in town in the greater Alamosa metropolitan area. And, or we could do curbside. We accept credit card, PayPal. We're trying not to do cash because of the no contact nature of things. So
Sure.
we could do transaction over the phone.
That is wonderful.
Fantastic. And let's do that phone number one more time. It's a 719 area code.
Yep, 937-2570.
719-937
2570.
2570.
All kinds of things.
257.
2570. Yep. All kinds of things to keep people busy during this lockdown time. So thank you all for joining us. Look forward to seeing you again at 2:45. Matt, Tammy, appreciate what you do.
All right,
It is
thank you.
Big Valley Hobby Town right here in Alamosa. A great place to go and see things. And man, just if you're looking for a hobby, they probably got what you need. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This segment of the first SLVoices Virtual Vendor and Business Expo is brought to you by the Monte Vista Chamber of Commerce. The Monte Vista Chamber of Commerce exists to promote businesses in the Monte Vista area. You can call them at 719-852-2731 or visit their website, montevistachamber.org. Special thanks to the Monte Vista Chamber of Commerce from our team and all of our wonderful vendors and businesses for sponsoring this segment of the SLVoices Virtual Vendor and Business Expo.